Bara på plattorna som det ska låta bra, det gäller ju även när de kör sina konserter. Det är liksom väldigt högt uppskruvade förväntningar från oss lyssnare. Men om man nu vänder på det här, hur vill till exempel ett band som Iron Maiden eller en kille som Steve Harris att vi i publiken ska vara?
And I like him to be very loud, clapping and singing and whatever. A bit aggressive, but not, but obviously not violent. But I like it when there's a bit of power there as well. I prefer it when audiences are, it's like general admission, and you can just, there's not really any seats sort of thing. It's all right with the seats around the side, but I prefer it when there's no seats on the floor because the audience are much more receptive. It's more like a sort of a football crowd, without the violence.
But what are you guys doing to avoid Iron Maiden to become routine?
Well, there's nothing in particular you have to say, we're going to do anything different, this particular night, because the audiences are different everywhere you go. If you get a really amazing audience, then obviously you feed off that. In that respect, it's a bit different. It's a combination of a lot of things. You can be feeling, you might even not feel very well or something. There's been certain situations where you go on stage and you're feeling a bit, ill or something. But when you get out and the audience are, going wild and everything, it's like you get so much adrenaline that it really, you feel great for the gig. And then when you come off about an hour afterwards, you start feeling bad again, It's amazing. Yeah.
About the future, do you feel any demands talking about the Maiden future?
Well, we go more by our own demands. It's got to be more important to us first. The audience comes, a close second, because obviously once you do an album, you want to get a reaction from the audience to see what how the album has been taken. But at the same time, it's no good trying to write material what you think an audience is going to like. You've got to write it for yourself, and basically, you've got to be really stubborn and just do what you want to do, at the end of the day. That's what we've always done.
Ja, publiken betyder tydligen otroligt mycket. Kanske mer än vi egentligen anar vad gäller betydelsen för att bandet ska göra en riktigt bra konsert. Publiken ska helst vara ungefär som på en fotbollsmatch. Hör här, samstämmigt högljudda utan att för den saken skulle vara våldsamma, säger alltså Steve Harris, som är med och skriver då de flesta låtarna som får Iron Maiden att sälja massvis med plattor och konsertbiljetter. Och de prestationskrav som man känner gentemot publiken kommer egentligen först i andra hand när då nya låtar är färdigskrivna. För som man säger, jag har aldrig skrivit låtar anpassade efter vad jag tror att publiken vill ha. Och nya låtar ska det förresten också så småningom bli, men först efter drygt 1 års semester för bandet. Och som alltid inom just showbusiness och surrar just nu en väldigt massa rykten. Och den här gången så är det inte enbart om semester för Iron Maidens del.
Well, there's been a lot of rumours going around that we're going to split up and stuff like that. There's been a lot of stuff in the British press when we were in America that, that we're supposed to be splitting up, which is rubbish. We're not splitting up. We're just taking a bit of time off, that's all.
And what about the future? Have you got any plans or new ideas for the band?
Bits and pieces, but we won't actually start writing the album until end of next year. We're going to take a bit of time off. And I think Adrian's possibly going to do a solo album, I think. Nico might be playing on that. I think Bruce is doing some script writing possibly for a film. So I may be helping him out with a few songs for a soundtrack if it comes about. Again, it's all ifs and buts, but and we'll see what happens. There's nothing really, for me anyway, there's nothing properly planned. I'm just going to take a year off and see what happens, Just basically spend a bit of time playing football every week, doing normal things, that I can't do on tour.
Steve, at last, please choose one of your favorites from your latest album.
I think probably the song I enjoy playing most on stage is probably Moonchild. Obviously, because it's the opening song, you get a sort of adrenaline rush anyway, because the audience is getting wound up, and you say we're nervous just before we go on. So it's the first song, so straight away you steam into the song, and it's like there's a lot of power in it as well. It's fast, powerful, and it's the opening song, so it makes it really impact.
Moonchild med Iron Maiden, och före det hörde Steve Harris dementera alla rykten om bandets upplösning.